Using 7-Up's just a soda. Well, can just a soda make guac, carnitas, and margaritas for Taco Tuesday? Yes, it can. Trick question. Hey guys! Kevin, hi! Do more for 7-Up.
Sports fans are gearing up and saving big at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love, unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time. Get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
When an auto accident happens, it's sometimes more complicated than just which driver is at fault. Many times it involves a tire that blew out, a car that rolled over, a defect on that car. It's so important to make sure that the car and the tires are not destroyed or repaired. Our crash team and products liability lawyers need to be investigating these cases day one. All car crashes are not the same. Time is of the essence. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Around the Horn is brought to you by Infiniti. Empower the drive.
What do you think, Tim Kalishaw? Good luck in the showdown. Signing from your couch in the afternoon. Flying in the early evening. Batting fifth and hitting a double in your first at bat. Does Jose Batista's day tell you more about Jose? With Mets, Woody?
It tells me about the traditions of baseball.
I see the people.
Here's a guy that's sitting on the sofa and can get up, take a plane, bat, take no batting practice. Get rid of batting practice. The guy can shoot and score.
I don't think he needs batting practice every day this time of year. He can go, this is not that big a deal. He changed teams. He can still hit the baseball. You know, as long as he doesn't flip the bat, we're fine with him here in
Oh, yes, of course. As long as he doesn't flip the bat, there's a man from Texas. Woody, you had an easy opportunity to punch out the man in Texas.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting. We're moving on. Golf trick shot fail. Who do you blame, dad or toddler? Ooh. Timmy?
Oh my goodness! I mean, you would think they would at least practice this. I mean, he must know this kid has no game. I hope that's a rental club.
I'm blaming the father too. That what in the world was he thinking about to put a kid up there? Thank goodness it wasn't a new Cowboy Road driver or something that he was using. But
I think we might have a thought. Tim Kalishaw, you heard his face stop today.
Well, we're honoring the Houston Rockets being back in the series. Let's not forget that other Houston team, the Houston Astros, rolling along with the best pitching in baseball. A staff that now includes Garrett Cole, formerly of the Pirates. Got his 5th win last night. Has one of the best ERAs in baseball. Did he tank a little bit? Did he give up a cheap home run to his brother-in-law, Brandon Crawford, after getting a big lead in that game? Is that okay?
See you guys tomorrow.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Boulevard, Tony, your top hockey prospect.
Whoever watching my broadcast, send me an invite.
My record is 17. You have never, ever had a tapeworm. You are afraid of everything, and you're the tapeworm.
I'm growing.
Well, I think it's certainly wise to be afraid of tapeworms, and I find it unbelievable that with all the medical care that these top prospects in all sports get, that some kids are having 25 years tapeworm
It was a car lot. He gonna be $5.
Identified.
This is disgusting.
Together on that. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Rockets show some grit.
أنا مستحيل ما يطلع كده. ده 40 days ونحن هدول 50 day.
With the new anthem policy by the NFL.
وين ننزل
If they're on the field when the anthem's played, they can stay in the locker room and come out here. If players kneel or otherwise protest,
You just planted and you're knocked out.
Now it appears
Oh,
on their own who pays these fines, ownership or players. Will move on, does this settle the anthem issues?
Tony, in some phony way, it might. I'm not surprised with the Neanderthal behavior and thinking that dominates the NFL at that level. And I'm not going to say exclusively, because there are people like Christopher Johnson, the CEO of the Jets, who says, we're not having a fine. If there's a fine, I'll pay the fine, or this team will pay the fine. And Jet York, the CEO of the 49ers, who says, I want input from players on this, even though it is not a collectively bargained issue. So I'm not about to sit here and say every owner individually feels this way. But as a group, it does not surprise me that the owners would rather do anything to say, we're not having this, son. Let's get this behind us. They don't want their image tarnished, and that's the way.
So I think that owners don't like anthem. Because it pits teammate against teammate. Other players, hey, I don't want you to cost me 15 yards. I don't think this is terrible. I think it just doesn't get it. I think what you have to do, if you are the NFL commissioner and the NFL owners, you have to call DeMaurice Smith and you have to say, we've got to make a deal here. Tell us what you want. Let's get this off the table. Like the NBA has gotten it off the table.
But see, that does go back to something that's not collectively bargained.
Right?
In the NBA, where players feel they have other platforms that are recognized in a way that almost no football players, other than a handful of quarterbacks, are. So they settled this with their ownership and with their league.
Amazing.
That is not the
They
case.
don't
There's not
protest.
that feeling, Tony, though, between the NFL
I get
owners
that.
and its players.
It is amazing
As I
to me,
said.
Mike. It is amazing to me that in the NBA, where people are socially conscious, nobody protests visibly. The difference in the NFL is there's more moving parts. There's 55 players on a team, and maybe the leadership isn't the same. Whether it is collectively bargained or not for this result, I think you have to go to the NFLPA.
Tony, we agree.
Yes.
We agree on that.
You're saying,
Tony,
what do you want?
Tony, the owners don't do that in that league. That is the Neanderthal, plantation mentality that I refer to.
I'm not sure this is going to have the desired result, and I am sure that some players will be fined, because not all owners will bear that burden themselves.
That's right. That's right. I agree. Just reached a turning point.
I think that's a good phrase. I think it does feel like it reached a turning point, and the reason I say that is because Golden State stunk in the fourth quarter. When the game was on the line, they always do leads in the third quarter. When the game was on the line, 4 possessions, very often. So when you look at this, when you look at their utter collapse at home with the game on the line, it feels like a turning point, but they can go to Houston. They can win by 25 in Game 5. So Houston needs to follow this. They need to follow it.
That, I'll agree with you on half that. Houston has to follow this, Tony. I don't think Golden State can. There's no more 25-point wins. Not in this series, and certainly not tomorrow night.